stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Explode in your rear. Feel our voices.
Citizens of Gotham City, this is your DA, Harvey Dent. Welcome back to Voice of the Republic. I am joined by...
Good.
That's you.
Robin, the Boy Wonder.
And the Bane, I will break the bat.
This is awesome.
Right on. This is the...
Or-
yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the wrong Bane. I will break the bat.
Yeah, where's your plastic cup of Baneness?
Yeah,
That's all you need.
I don't have a glass handy.
Oh, give that man a tumbler.
All I have is
God.
a glass with water in it.
Oh well. Yeah. So we're still talking Batman 89, and we're gonna get into all the other characters that make the Bat. So much that. So yeah, I definitely want to. I want to clear the air. I want to get something off my chest, which is, you can't have Batman without Alfred.
Mm-mm.
And the '89 Alfred, even as a kid, there's so many crazy things that happen, and none of them bug me as much as Alfred. Mostly because this esteemed British actor was so dead set on getting Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne to settle down. Like, he meets this chick, he big bangs her in one night, spoilers, and then the next day he's just like, oh, don't you know that the air kind of lifts when she's around? Like, yeah, when you get laid, that's what happens, buddy, you know? And he's like, well, maybe she's the one to tell your secrets to about being Batman. He's like, yeah, I'll think about that. What? Just, you obviously don't have the whole system of Batman, like, the best interest at heart, where you just want to tell the first blonde through the door everything, you know?
Maybe what they were trying to do is establish that he'd been doing this for a really long time.
Yeah, I get that, but he just banged her.
Yeah, he just banged her, and the guy's trying to give away the farm.
Totally.
Yeah. That's
Oh my
movies,
God.
though, man. That's movies nowadays. Like, they're doing that. They just can't wait to get it gone. You know?
And also, you got to think that it's, a movie with a lot of other things going on. I have a feeling he probably just kind of, shortcutted it and be like, oh, well, instead of having a long, drawn-out relationship, we're going to have Alfred push and...
Yeah. And
It's
plus,
just
how many
movie-
dudes... I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's just movie shorthand is all it is.
Yeah.
So.
But you know that it's probably just... there's a lot of dudes dragging their girls to go see the Batman movie, and you got to have a little something for them, you know?
Right.
Michael Keaton's rubber suit ain't going to do it.
So it's Kim Basinger that does it?
Well, yeah, you got to have the romance, you know?
True.
That is movies. You got to have that, which is fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, just off air, we're briefly talking about D.A. Harvey Dent, which for at least one movie was portrayed by Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What a waste that they replaced him with Tommy Lee Jones, which, like Edward James Olmos in The Cat, and as Two-Face, Carl said you could call him One-Face. How do you take a guy whose face is already fucked up and make it more fucked up? It doesn't make any sense.
But it really worked out well for Billy D because he still got paid because he had a pay-or-play contract. So when he ended up getting passed over, when Tommy Lee Jones took over, he actually got paid a good portion of his contract still, and he didn't even have to film one day.
Simply because Harvey Dent's character was being used?
Yeah, because he had a clause that if they were going to have Harvey Dent or Two-Face, he was going to play him. If they changed and recast for whatever reason, he still got paid.
Oh, like, that's really cool. It's kind of like a in graphic design, if you have, what is it called, Ed? Like, if you take on a project and you start the project and they kill the project, you still get half the money.
Yeah, kill fee.
A kill fee.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So,
but unfortunately, he lost a chance to be more than just Lando Calrissian. and they lost a chance to like really do something cool and have a black Two-Face.
Yeah, that could have been cool with the white hair and the crazy shit going all over on the side. That would have been neat.
Yeah, and if I don't know if who would want to see Billy D go psycho? He's usually just he's a smooth hero, or he's the ladies' man, or maybe he's a kind of a shady guy in a slick suit. You don't know.
With finger waves.
With lots of finger waving.
Yes.
But man, if he could be like, oh my God, wouldn't you want? I want to see him. I want to see his evil side.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting, but we'll never see it now.
No, we'll never see it now.
My whole thing was with and I understand that the other films, was that one of the Schumacher ones?
Yeah, Forever was Schumacher is when he took over.
Those are another conversation altogether.
Oh yeah.
Because that's just some shit that was going down there, and like I remember it's one of the first times I was actually kind of like, the hell's going on here? Now I dug the Two-Face dialogue that was taking place during the whole hanging elevator-like thing that was taking place in that film. It was insane, and it had like this grandiose thing. But then here's this person who's tortured, and the side of his face is mangled from acid. But he went out and had tailor-made outfits with glitter. Like he had these nudie suits that were half like lawyer, half Mike Mills from REM, circa Monster.
Right.
And I was kind of just like, that doesn't seem very crazy. It's very pulled together. Like where's he getting this money? And who's the designer who isn't saying anything about this? I'm the guy who's designing the suits. This bitch is crazy because this one he wants to kill everybody in.
Yeah, there's got to be like a supervillain designer out there who just you're kind of crazy, needs a little more striping, piping, and rhinestones. That's what you need.
That's what this world needs, is a supervillain who actually goes to somebody and hires them to give them a designed outfit.
Maybe that was the whole point, though, between Sugar and Spice, his two little female henchmen. One of them was Drew Barrymore. Remember that?
I totally forgot about that.
Maybe that's why they're there. Maybe they're his tailor. They make all his clothes for him.
Yeah, right on.
Because they didn't do anything else really in the movie. So.
Sugar and Spice, man.
But you can look at Nicholson's character, back to Joker, and he also has always a theme. There's a purple suit. There's the mime outfit. He keeps the colors going. He's got these amazing hats in so many different scenes. And his henchmen all have a uniform. This leather jacket with a comic booky. Don't know where that came from. Hire an artist to murder him. I don't know. But he's got this comic booky badge and Joker arm patches. But at least they established that Napier, before he becomes Joker, is a sharp-dressed dude, very into style and money and wealth and hot girlfriends. He's living that gangster life. So it's kind of established that the next step for him would be this kind of impression, to make an impression, to be the best dressed guy in the room, even though that his idea of best dressed now is crazy.
Right.
And it's the exact thing that Batman's going for. It's a whole theme of intimidation and all that. And I always thought it was really funny that on one side you have Batman, who's the good guy, who's dressed up as the traditionally scary icon, the Bat. And then on the other hand, you have the Joker, who's the villain and who's psychotic and a murderer, who's dressed up as a clown, which is typically something good and joyous and entertaining. So I always thought that was an interesting juxtaposition between the two characters. But speaking of the henchmen, how about Bob the henchman? His right-hand man?
Yes.
I love that guy. The whole movie, that's all I could think is man, I wish I had a Bob. Because not once during that movie does he really say, you know what, dude? Let's slow this down a little bit. I think you've gone a little crazy. That dude is on board from go. He falls into the vat of toxic chemicals. He comes out, gets the surgery and everything. Crazy. Nuttier than squirrel shit. And Bob's like, all right, let's go. You're the boss.
Yeah.
He's yeah.
Yeah, Bob was definitely... He had his back even before he went into the goop. What was it? There was a scene where the dirty cop was talking to him and just you're a nutcase and I don't know why he keeps you around because you're just a gun that's about to, you're like a dog off the leash, and someone should just take you out. And he like made a move for his weapon, and Bob just like popped up over Jack's shoulder like he was on his back the whole time. I'm like, man, he's on board with his nutty shit, man. It's like all the way. That's cool.
Yeah.
That happens in life, though. Bad guys or weird people tend to have that cult personality where you've got someone who follows. It could be that whole I'm afraid of you, and that's why I answer the phone. I'm afraid of what you might do if I don't.
Yeah.
But then there's people that are so dim-witted and such followers that they'll just do what you want them to do because you're the one who's there, you know.
True.
And that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
How about the other great big co-character that you guys put in the show notes that I don't want to mention because I didn't put it in the show notes?
Nobody knows the show notes.
The Batmobile.
Hell yeah, Batmobile!
Oh, that Batmobile was huge back in the day. How many toys did they sell off of that model? Like, I even had a Batmobile poster back in the day. Like,
wow.
Yeah, and like one side was like an actual production still from like, you know, concept art and like lighting tests and stuff. And
cool.
then on the back side, it actually had like schematics and it showed like where all the different cool little stuff was hidden in the Batmobile.
Oh yeah, that was like the hottest shit. And I still think that one of the sexiest movie vehicles to this day. It doesn't look dated to me. It doesn't look over the top like the Schumacher vehicles are just crazy fucking impractical things. And I love that it took a while for me to warm up to the Tumbler. The Tumbler makes sense, you know, being a repurposed military vehicle, but just this long, slick, bat-winged engine with guns, which we didn't talk about how many people Batman kills in this movie, going back to the Joker juxtaposition, but he kills a lot of people, just FYI. Yeah, Batmobile, oh my god. It gets better in the second one. The second one just has more surprises. That is just amazing, but we can do a show about that maybe later.
I saw the Batmobile when I was a kid. I went to a car show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get to sit in it?
No, there was no sitting in it. There was a guy dressed as Batman. I got to sit on him.
Hey, girl, hey.
That's where I got the mask.
No. Did you become his little cave explorer?
Hell yeah.
Boy wonder indeed.
Batman? Yeah.
Here's your bat, man. Wait, no.
No.
No. But
It's come on.
Help us, please. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You go ahead, because I got a cat like all up in my throat now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Whatever. So that's a show. If you've got a mask that you want to show us, you can email it to us, and you can send us all sorts of feedbacks. Tell us about Batman. Tell us about anything you goddamn want. You know, what superheroes you want to see? What did you love about Batman? Do you fucking hate Batman? All this information and more is available at www.vorradio.com. You can also hang out with us on Facebook. We have a very active group, and you can link to that. Check out past shows. Go to iTunes, subscribe. Do it today. I just want to see how the mustache looks like. Oh, I look like Baba Booey when my teeth stick out. Come on. Anyway.
That's a whole other show.
That's it. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We've got your feedback, your Republicans, as promised in Friday's show. So until tomorrow, may the force
Be with
That ass.
says Naked Bane.